What's up, YouTube? Farmhouse, the Adequate Gamer here. And if you're here, chances are Animal Crossing is loading really slow for you. Like, insanely slow. And I'm going to tell you how to fix it. The first disclaimer is if every single one of your Nintendo Switch games is loading really slow, it's probably a micro SD card issue or some sort of storage issue that is starting to become corrupt. If all your other games work fine and it's every time you load Animal Crossing, you get this long loading screen, we're going to dive into how to fix that. The too long didn't read thing is basically it's got something to do with your Wi-Fi. And now we're going to jump in to figure out what is going on. So you've probably already noticed that the load times are super long to get to the menu screen. And then when you do get to the menu screen, you hit that A button. And again, you're sitting there through the eternal wait. And each loading screen is somewhere up to 3 to 5 minutes, which is way longer than the around 20 to 30 seconds that it should be. And even something simple like just checking your mailbox takes an eternity. Well, there's a reason that all of this is happening. It has something to do with your internet connection, or I should say, lack of internet connection. And if you exit out of the game, you'll notice in the top right corner, you are not connected to any sort of Wi-Fi. And you might be thinking, well, I didn't change anything, and all my other devices are connected to Wi-Fi, no problem, and the internet access is there. So what is going on? After searching for some networks, you'll see your registered network is there, and it does show a Wi-Fi connection. But when you try to connect to the network, it will sit there forever trying to connect to the network device, and eventually it'll time out. Bingo. There's our problem. It cannot obtain an IP address. If you get this message, chances are very good that your router is set up to automatically assign IP addresses to devices connected to it. Okay, so let's see what happens if I delete the connection altogether. And I noticed the loading times got a lot better. Accessing the mailbox was faster, but still took a little bit of time. There we go. So deleting the Switch's network connection or going into airplane mode are good temporary fixes. Oh, and I should point out that deleting the network connection and just trying to reconnect to it again probably won't fix the problem. And now you're thinking, all right, smart guy, how do I fix the problem? Well, there's an easy, simple fix, but then there's also another fix that will probably keep you from running into this problem again. This issue is happening because a registered network on the Switch is trying to connect to the network but cannot obtain an IP address. And it keeps trying and takes forever and eventually gives up. So why did this happen? It could be multiple reasons, but as I mentioned, your router is probably set to automatically give devices IP addresses. So while your Switch was in sleep mode, another device probably connected to Wi-Fi and stole your Switch's IP address. Or it could just be because your router hates you or your Switch. The simple and easy fix is as simple as reboot your router. An even easier way to reboot your router? Just unplug it. Wait about 30 seconds and plug it back in. Now let's try connecting the Nintendo Switch to the network again. Ha ha ha! Successfully connected. Now I'm not going to get into the more difficult way on how to fix this. It's essentially creating a static IP for the Nintendo Switch within your router so that way nothing can connect to your router and steal the Switch's IP address. Now let's check on that mailbox. Way faster. So our takeaway is this: Animal Crossing New Horizons really likes being connected to the internet. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope it helped you get your loading times back on track. Please give this video a like if it did help you, because it really does help the channel. We will see you next time.